Today we're going to be talking about the future of Red Dead. Not just the future, but what we can expect for the rest of 2020. If you guys have been around for a while, we know that the beginning of 2020 was not great for Red Dead. After the Moonshiner update in December, we didn't get nothing for 7 months, and the game was kind of broken that whole time, and we got some pretty lackluster drip feed content. But since the Naturalist update came, we've gotten drip feed over the last few weeks of actual new content, and we still have some more stuff to come out, and some future things to look forward to later in the year. We're going to be looking over all that right now and my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoy. Howdy Cowpoke, awesome BMXer, thanks for checking out today's video. It's much appreciated. If you guys go on to like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for a bunch more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. We're going to be talking about the future, or the, 2020. What's left for 2020 for Red Dead Online, and it's looking actually pretty dang good. Now, since the Naturalist World update came out, we got some pretty good new content, and every week we've gotten new content since then, so that's not too bad. But what can we see in the next couple weeks and maybe in the future next month or even beyond for the rest of 2020? First thing we want to talk about is the PS4 early access content that came with the Naturalist update. Now that does include the Ram legendary animals, and it does include I think a poncho from Gus, and as well as the fossil collections to the collector roll. Now some people keep mentioning this as exclusives, and it isn't exclusive at all. It actually is PS4 early access, and if we look back at all the other updates that we've gotten, PS4 always gets some early access information or content. Not sure. Well, we probably know that Sony probably handed out some pretty good bonus cash to Take-Two to be able to get that kind of stuff. It's definitely what happened. If you look at some of the dates for the previous early access content, the Frontier Pursuits update that came out on September 10th got some early access content for PlayStation, and that dropped on Xbox at the time because that was the only other platform on October 15th. It was 5 weeks. And then when the Moonshiner roll came out on December 13th, it was another 5 weeks until January 21st, and all that content dropped on the other platforms. At that time, it was all the platforms because PC came out. And those included things like gang hideouts that weren't available to anybody else, some emotes, some clothing items, things like that wasn't too bad, that lasted 5 weeks or so. So of course, when the Naturalist roll came out on July 28th, PlayStation got the Rams, which they have right now, and we also got, I say we because I play on PlayStation most of the time, got the fossil collections from Madame Nazar, as well as I think a couple of clothing items and maybe a couple emotes. I do know one of the ponchos from Gus is early access, and that, if we look at the trend on that, 5 weeks should have been September 1st. So I know over the last couple weeks during some of our live streams, people have been asking us stuff, and I keep saying, I'm pretty sure it should be this Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it should be this next Tuesday. I keep saying that because of these trends. This content should have already been dropped on the other platforms. So I would look forward to seeing those any day now. If they wait any longer, that is a long PS4 early access release time. So we may see that at any of the next Tuesdays coming up. And looking at how that falls into the rest of the week's updates, it could extend some of these things out a little bit, where if the Rams came to other platforms, PlayStation might not get we might not get a second new animal that week, if that makes sense, right? Which means PlayStation wouldn't get anything new that week, but we've had the Rams for I think 7 weeks now, because September 1st was the 5 week time, and we got an animal that week, and then we got an animal just this last Tuesday, and no Rams to their platform. So definitely watch for that, guys. That should be coming any week now, probably, I would think. If we look at legendary animals, though, we've gotten quite a lot, right? There's people, I think we tried to count them on stream the other day, and I lost count so much because there's so many of them. I think there's like 10 or 11 species of legendaries already in the game. All of them have been released with 2 free roam and the 1 Harriet mission updates for the newest animals, and we still have 3 more species to come to the game. That includes bear, panther, and moose. Those have been leaked out in data mining files. So we should be able to see all those. That's 3 more species of 2 free roam animals and 1 Harriet mission. And if we look at how these have been added into the game, where the free roam comes and then the Harriet mission comes, that's 2 weeks of content for each of these species. You know, 2 times 3, I should be able to do that easy math when I'm recording live here. That's 6 weeks of drip feed. If we look at that, that should bring us all the way out until the October 20th, maybe the 27th at the latest, if we take into account the rams might drop at one of these weeks and we won't get another animal at the same time, like we mentioned a little bit ago. So that takes us all the way out to the October 20th or 27th. So over the next 6 weeks or 7, we should get a new animal every week with new content. Now with the new Harrietum officialis as well, we may get some of those sprinkled in every week or every other week and get some new content there. So that's looking great, right? That's what we're looking at with the rest of 2020, is the fact that there's new content coming every week, not just drip feed discounts. We actually have some new stuff. Then the future after that, what are we gonna get? Now, there has been some leaks, and I don't like making too many leak videos because it all, you know, is data mine stuff. Some other great YouTubers have made some fantastic tutorial videos on all the stuff leaked, and I definitely have watched them all. But we should get some kind of Halloween event. We got a small Halloween event last year. Included Fear of the Dark, and it included some masks from Madame Nazar. Now the Fear of the Dark mode did drop on October 29th of last year and lasted 2 weeks until the 12th. So if we look at our dates, we talked about the legendaries. Like I said, that 6 weeks of content is going to bring us to October 20th or 27th if they add the rams. If they add the rams in one of those weeks and we get it on the 27th, that kind of falls in when they dropped the Halloween event last year. So I think that's what we're going to see. We probably get the Halloween event starting on the 27th. The leaks have been, you know, some kind of mode. We may get Fear of the Dark back as well as another one that had been leaked as well. And then we have the Outlaw Pass for Halloween, which has been leaked. Now this pass has shown that it's 20 tiers, and I'm not going to go too much into it because it is all leaked information. I wish Rockstar would actually just give us this information, especially if it's going to cost gold, because that gives players now an opportunity and a reason to grind for this stuff, right? I hate when they drop new updates and all of a sudden, bam, you got to have 50, 60 gold to buy all this stuff, and you haven't been grinding for months because you didn't know anything was coming. But if they let us know all this stuff that's coming, people be in the game right now playing. Rockstar, your marketing team and all that, you guys got to know that, right? You got to know that if you create hype weeks out in advance, people are going to be playing now, and then when the update drops, they'll want to play that content. I don't know why they haven't done that. But if we look at this 20 tier pass, the current Outlaw Pass is over on the 19th, which kind of sets in tone with our 6 weeks of new legendaries. It was 80 tiers this time and cost 40 gold. The Outlaw Pass number 2, that was 100 tiers, was 15 weeks long. The current Outlaw Pass that we have right now is missing 20 tiers, and it's only 12 weeks long. So if we add those 20 tiers to that, get us 100 tiers, we may see some kind of event or some kind of small Outlaw Pass that lasts 2 to 3 weeks, is what it's saying, or what it's seeing with the dates, right? And if it is going to cost us any gold, hopefully it's only like a fourth of the normal pass, because it is only 20 tiers, so maybe 10 gold, but hopefully, like any other pass, we should get all that gold back as well. So if we do that, you know, that will bring us out a couple more weeks until the middle of November. And after that, Rockstar has already announced at a few different places that we should get another major update sometime this year. Now, there's a lot of stuff for the gaming world happening in November. Xbox has already announced that their new Xbox is finally, we finally got a date for it. It is November 10th? Yeah, November 10th. PlayStation hasn't already, but it's probably going to be around that same time. So is Rockstar kind of, I mean, they probably already know the date. All the developers know when all this stuff's coming out. So they probably already have all this stuff planned, I imagine. So if we look at all these dates and the new 20-tier Halloween pass that should be coming out, if it's 2 or 3 weeks long, brings us right past when the Xbox we already know is dropping. They probably know the PlayStation date as well. So are they waiting until these new consoles drop before they drop this new update? I think so. So I think we probably should see this new update late November, maybe early December at the latest. I'm hoping that it's not any later than that. I hope they don't wait. I hope they don't say, you know, expect a new major update later this year and it's like, you know, the last week of December. I mean, yes, that's 2020, but come on. So what are we supposed to expect here? Well, during the July 24th announcement of the Naturalist update, they did say that they expect a new update this year with new extensions and augmentations to an existing role. Now, what does that mean? An extension to an existing role, that could mean just an extension of the tier system for that role and more tiers for it, but I don't think so, because the Moonshiner actually was announced and mentioned as an extension of the trader role. So we may see an extension of one of the other major roles in the game. It isn't going to be trader because we already got one of those. It could be the collector role, but the naturalist kind of falls into that kind of wheelhouse anyway. So the only other one is, of course, the bounty hunter, and we've all definitely wanted some kind of outlaw and lawman role. The other word they bring up is augmentations. Now, I did have to Google this word. I kind of know that it meant, you know, a change or an adjustment, but the actual Google definition for augmentation is the action or process of making or becoming greater in size or amount. So there you go. Making a role bigger and greater in size. So hopefully we get some kind of new role with that. Hopefully it's the bounty hunter and we get some awesome, cool new extensions of bounty hunter and lawman. Maybe bounty hunter moving into some kind of heist system. Maybe with the other leaks of the properties that, you know, may come out this year, but they'll probably come out at some point without Rockstar actually telling us. We don't really have any dates or anything, so we're all hypothetically talking here. But if all this stuff is coming out and gonna cost gold, Rockstar should be starting to announce it anytime soon, hopefully, to let us all know. Because marketing wise, let's get people in the game now, grinding all this stuff and earning money and gold in the game so then they can spend it when the update comes out, Rockstar. I mean, it's super easy, right? It should be super easy. But the rest of 2020 looks fantastic. We got a bunch more content coming for the next 6 or 7 weeks for sure. We definitely have seen some information on a Halloween event coming up, and we had one last year, so we should have one this year as well. That brings us in November, and we've been told already that there should be a new update coming at the end of this year. So the end of 2020, the rest of 2020 looks fantastic. Red Dead Online is great right now. Low lobby count in the game is fantastic. I recommend getting in there and having a lot of fun. We've been having lots of fun in our live streams, as well as grinding gold. We're back to grinding gold, getting some good old-fashioned streaks going. You know, because if these properties are coming, they look pretty expensive, and I want to be able to buy a whole bunch of them. So we're definitely grinding some gold for sure. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any other ideas, if you're excited for any of the stuff we talked about that's coming the rest of this year, the 6 more weeks of legendary stuff. We should be getting some new Harrietum officialis animals as well. You know, I'd like to run around as a bear. It'd be a lot of fun. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. Halloween event 2020, and whatever the new major update with extensions and augmentations come into an existing role sometime this year, as well as maybe some enhancements when the new consoles come out. That'd be fantastic. Hey Cowpoke, I hope you had a great week and moving into a fantastic weekend. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button. Of course, as we stated, if you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.